Hi guys, Code Red Mining. Sorry about the noise. I just wanted to give an update video. I know the last video's quality was embarrassing to say the least. I figured I'd just post it because I didn't have the footage and I wanted you guys to be able to see the progress. I wish the footage didn't get messed up like it did, but there's not much I can do. Let's move on. So what I'm working on today is, once I got all the mine boxes together, all the parts in, it wasn't just some, wow, everything's fine, everything's perfect, blah, blah, blah. I had to do some moving around of cards. There were some cards that were getting too hot in certain positions. Their spacing wasn't good enough. I had to do some moving around between the cases. I couldn't keep everything uniform like I wanted. But that's okay, because it's more about controlling the heat. So yesterday, I think my tent got up to like 110 in here, but no card really got even, I don't even think any card got, if I remember correctly, no card was even close to 65. So that's a win. So currently right now, I've been having an issue with the 1660 Supers. So these big fat boys, I got like, what, I got 4 of those. And they take up room. So, and then these MSI ones are getting pretty warm. So I have 2 more EVGA ones that should be arriving tomorrow or Thursday that will take these 2 smaller spots, and then here tonight I'm gonna try, I got this right here. So I took the fan shroud off of this. It's identical to those fat Aces cars down there. So I'm gonna give this a try. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it, I'm gonna seat it in the rig and we'll see if it works good. I will give an update in the next video. If it works good, I'm going to do it to all the fatter cards in this box, because I think it'll be okay because the air movement is really good in this mine box. So yeah, as far as the other mine boxes, I had to do some moving around. This is the older style mine box 8. So I had to do some moving around in there. I was having some temperature issues with a couple cards. And then the mine box 6, that one's been fine. The other mine box, the new one, I had to do the bar in there. And you can see it in the other video, the bar that holds the GPUs in place. And this was the first mine box Red Panda Mining had sent me because he's a generous guy. It doesn't have a bar that you like screw the GPUs into like this. They just kind of chill there, and they pop up and down real easy, or they sag to the left, to the right. So I'm using zip ties currently to keep them seated well. And so I had to mess with some spacing on some of the EVGA for the winds. And so I screwed them over, zip tied them up real good, and that helped. Yesterday, I actually traded one of my EVGA 3070 Ti's. I had a guy who wanted to trade an MSI 3060, and he showed me all the information with the card in. It was actually a version 1 MSI 3060. So he traded me that and $500, which I consider that a pretty good win. I'm getting 48, just shy of 48 mega hash out of the 3060. It was being a little funny, so I have 3 version 1s now. It was being a little funny. Didn't like the lock port clock through the T-Rex miner, but I would get the full hash if I just didn't do that set the settings through the miner. As far as what I did with $500 is I bought this 2070 Super for $450. So I traded out 60 mega hash and got 90 basically back, just shy of 90, which I will take that as a win. That's a good trade. So, and then tomorrow I will be trading one of my 5900Xs, because 5900Xs, I don't know if anybody's looked, have come down tremendously in price. They're actually $399 now at Micro Center. I paid, what, $549 for mine? That's ridiculous. So I'm actually trading a guy a 5900X, the motherboard that's on, which is just like a combo motherboard like that. And I'm going to give him $50, and he's going to give me a triple fan Red Devil 5700 XT. I'm okay with that. I got a couple 3900Xs, but as GPU prices come down, CPU prices are going to fall significantly. So I'm thinking here soon I'll be able to pick up 3900Xs for $150 is what I'm planning for, $100 even, because people are going to just, as the prices continue to go down in the store, they're going to be getting rid of the older stuff. And 5900Xs are going to be going down in the used market significantly, considering that they're selling for $399 now. That's, what, $150 difference? The markdowns Micro Center has been doing on their cars is pretty crazy. They had a Asus Tough 37 Ti in the $700 range. They're knocking $400 to $500 off some of the 6000 series, which, in my opinion, they need to knock off a whole lot more than that. So I don't think I mentioned this last video, so I recently traded for the 6900X. Sorry about the glare on the camera. So I traded one of my 3080 Ti's for a 2080 Ti, which is identical to the Asus Strix one I sent Red Panda Mining. Minus, and then I also got the 6900 XT. I considered that a more than fair trade. I got, what, 120 mega hash, and lost 90. And that one also, that 3080 Ti, it was a good card. It's just for 90 mega hash for the cost of that card. It just doesn't even out 100%. So as I continue with the farm, the big question is, am I buying GPUs? I am at the right price. I do need to be weary of, I need to make sure I have all lines of credit that I use paid off by the merge. And currently right now, when we hit the all-time highs in November, I went a little crazy. I learned a very valuable lesson that I will not do again. Do not trust all-time highs, because you know what follows an all-time high? A lower price. It doesn't just go higher, obviously. But in my excitement, I got a little carried away. Whatever, it happens. Be just fine. I have plenty of gigahash, and I don't believe, and this is my personal opinion, I just don't think there's any way they can make the June deadline, the June-July deadline on the merge. I don't see it happening from a standpoint of, they have to do some major testing. We're talking about a 500 billion, 500 million, 5 billion. It's an outrageous amount of money. And if they fuck that up, sorry for the language, they're already gonna lose, in my opinion, a bunch of money and notoriety, and they'll probably recover over time. But what they don't think is all the notoriety, all the talk, all the traffic they get is from mining. Literally 90% of what they get, as far as publicity, is from miners, and I think they have just overlooked that part of it. Now, do I think Ethereum will be fine? Of course I do. Ethereum is a very strong algorithm. It has a lot of money and teams behind it. I think it's just going to be just fine. But I have a feeling it's going to dip in price, and if they mess up the merge, and and then they're locked into that, and it's all screwed up, that would be a catastrophe. So I can't imagine that they're gonna rush the testing per se. I think they really need to take their time, because it's a big thing, and it's very complicated, and I can't imagine June, July, and they don't even have the code freeze yet. They barely just did the first run of the testnet, and that's a big milestone. And so is finishing the one stuff. But there's a lot of testing that has to be done between now and June or July. I'm sure some of the testing takes, I would assume some of the big testing would take a month alone, if not months. Now, this is all just personal opinion, common sense kind of thinking. Who knows? We may be screwed and reamed in the butt in June and July, and we can all laugh at the people who are saying it's not going to happen for like 5 more years. Or, my opinion is the fall time or beginning of next year or end of this year is my opinion. I told you, Code Red Money, it was going to happen in June and July. There's so much information out there. Who the hell knows? So, am I buying more GPUs? I am, but I'm not. I'm looking to trade. I love trading cards, up trading my cards. So, I got some 3060s. Those are great trade bait. They're not too good on Ethereum. They do okay on other algorithms, but if I can trade bait somebody a 3060 for a 3070 full hash rate and I give them like $200, I'll take that as a win. I mean, that's a trade I'll do every day, all day. So I think it's important not to just be as simple as, I'm not going to buy cards right now. It's a little bit more complicated than that, because the prices on cards are falling significantly right now. And I think they're going to continue to fall. I don't think now is the time to really start buying up stuff. I think prices are going to continue to fall. Even if we get into another bull run, I think just the amount of stock has finally caught up with the amount of cards that are being bought, and there's an abundance of stock now. And, you know, sure, that could change overnight. Who knows? You could be like FXX and, you know, secretly selling backdoor cards that are brand new used, trying to make a buck and not pay taxes. Real pieces of shit on that. And, you know, they got caught. I bet you every other one does it too. I mean, it's just, oh, do I want to send 300 or a whole entire pallet GPUs to 500 different people, or do I want to sell 500 to one person and discount, you know, 10%, because you're going to pay a whole lot more than 10%, you know, as far as shipping and all that stuff, warranty voice, idiots messing stuff up. So I don't know. So one more thing, we'll just look at the tent here. I got that fan blown up. I decided to stab the vine box up there. It seems to be doing good. I do need to get some new inline fans. These ones I just think are not strong enough. I really like the new ones I've been seeing from, what is it, Infinity? The ones that Red Fox and Choke Change got. They're really nice. And so I need to, like, bring them over here when I have, like, a spacing issue. Terrible camera angle, I'm sorry. I have, like, a spacing issue. That was a really bad camera angle. Sorry, guys. I have like a spacing issue back there. So those ones look they look pretty small. I think it'll work. So yeah. As far as anything else, I'm going to go ahead and try to do some more updates as we go. I really want to see how this without the fan shroud is going to work. I'm excited to see. These ones are modded, so they get the 34 to 35 mega hash, the Hynix memory ones. I put the palette BIOS on it, the tiny guys, and so they do. So I think all three of those aces, counting this one, get 35, and then I think my EVGA one right there is the Hynix memory, and then so you know that's a few more cards. I'm getting a few more mega hash on, which is nice, and it's really easy to change the BIOS back too, because most of them have identical BIOSes, and if worse comes to worse, you can get the BIOS from Tech Power Up. So, but on that note, that's it. Please like, subscribe, go check out other crypto YouTubers, Jay Trevelini's, Red Panda, everybody that, you know, is just great and making great videos, great content right now. There for us all the time with updates and what's going on. So yeah, another thing, come mine with me on Ezil. You can get Zilliqa and Ethereum. Every 9 minutes, everybody's server switches for 1 minute. The amount of Ethereum that you lose is minuscule. I mean, probably couldn't even calculate it as even being a cent, I would think. I have no idea. Maybe it's like $10 down a cent. That's what somebody would say. But yeah, but then you can triple mine with Con or Lithium. I got a little off track there for a second. Yeah, but come check it out. Like, subscribe. And yeah, I'll get back with you guys soon. Thanks, bye.